while. Oh fuck! Oh no! Hi, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because the mic was over there instead of being here. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Skillet Cool here with another makeup tutorial that's gonna last forever. So today I'm doing a tutorial to show you how to achieve this look, which is like very natural, foundation free, quick, fresh makeup that it looks like it could be your skin. It's probably not your skin, but it could be, and your skin could be looking that good. So that's what we're doing today. It's a very quick and easy makeup tutorial, foolproof, beginner friendly. You just need to have some cream products to do it. You don't need any special tool. I use one brush that you don't need to. You can do everything with fingers. So yeah, but before we get started on this makeup tutorial, do you know what? If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Armand. I love cruelty-free makeup, skincare, and I both love looking dead and glam, but also looking not dead and glam. So if that sounds like topics you might be interested in, then feel free to subscribe for more of my content. I would really appreciate having you here. And yeah, so our products are cruelty free to the best of my knowledge on the day I'm filming this, because you cannot predict that sometimes. Let's get started on the tutorial thingy. Let's get started. So I haven't done my full skincare routine. All I did is just splash my face with water because I don't really cleanse in the morning. I applied a toner and then my vitamin C serum, and I let that sit because I need my vitamin C serum to sink in for like 20 minutes, and it's not essential to this. It's just for me to have glowier skin in general, you know. Why am I filming the skincare? It's because it's very important in terms of like, if you're not applying foundation or anything, having a good skincare luminous routine will eliminate the need for foundation, because your skin is going to be very glowy, luminous and looking good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Klairs Supple preparation scented toner, which is a hydrating toner, and I'm going to apply generous amounts because toners are going to bring a hydration to the skin, and it's going to help my skin feel more alive and dear. I'm going to apply more. So multiple layers is good because then it just really gives that dew to your skin, but it's also like an actual dew because your skin is actually hydrated. So you want a hydrating toner, so look for one with ingredients like humectants. So for example, hyaluronic acid, glycerin is a good classic, that sort of thing. Panthenol is good too. I'm gonna do about 3 layers, I think that's good. So now that we've got that good base, what I'm gonna do is apply my moisturiser. Again, the moisturiser is gonna be an important choice. You want something that is very moisturizing. I mean, it depends on your skin type, but I would go for something maybe a bit thicker, a bit more, is gonna give you that dew, that luminous thing. So my choice today is gonna be the Milk Makeup Vegan Milk Moisturizer. It's a very thick, very moisturizing moisturizer. You really don't need to spend whatever that costs. What you can do is get something like the Beauty Bay First Class Moisturizer. I'm not gonna use too much because you don't need too much with this one. Just use all over the face, the neck as well, and just massaging this one in. I usually don't use that one during the day, but I want to try again because I feel like it's too thick for the day for me. But it does give you a nice glow. Even better, if you have a toner mist, what you can do is, instead of using a toner, you can use the mist and just use it between your steps. It's just gonna re-lock the hydration. And next step is gonna be sunscreen. However, I would recommend waiting at least maybe 5 minutes before and after using a sunscreen to let it sink in. Just because sunscreen can be a bit finicky sometimes, so they can peel with other products. Just gonna wait for it to kind of sink in and we'll be back. Hello back. So we're gonna use sunscreen now. So the one I chose is the PURITO Centella Green Level Unscented Sun. This is a lovely sunscreen. I chose this one because, well, Korean sunscreen is a very thin consistency, so you can easily build layers. It doesn't look oily, but it gives you a nice luminous dew, like glowy finish to the skin. And this one is a sunscreen with some moisturizing properties in it, so it does help bring, again, more hydration to it. So what I like to do for applying my sunscreen is I just apply about 2 fingers on like length, and I use 1 finger on one side, another one on the other side. If I didn't have a beard, I don't know if I probably would use 3 fingers for the whole face, but I do, so I feel like I don't use as much in the beard because it just gets stuck. So I'm just gonna massage this in, take my time with it. I do 1 finger for the neck, but I'm not gonna show that because it's a face tutorial. But don't forget your neck. There you go. Don't know if you can see on camera, but I've got that lovely glow. Now, what we're gonna do is work on makeup. So I'm gonna start by correcting my dark circles. You don't need to do that. I don't say every video, I probably should, but you really don't need to correct your dark circles. I'll do it because I have very dark circles. I find that if I don't, they show through makeup. So that's why I do it. So it's like that kind of salmony, peachy color. I just use a little bit with my finger and just press it where my dark circles are. I forgot to say, but before correcting or applying any products to your face, what you can do is use a moisturizing primer, like for example the Too Faced Hangover one. I won't, because actually I feel like my skin is luminous enough with the moisturizer I use. The Milk one is quite thick. You don't need to, it's just gonna bring a bit more hydration to the face. It's an extra step if you're trying to like get ready in a hurry, probably it's not necessary. Now, what I'm gonna use is a huge favorite of mine. That became my just everyday concealer, even when I'm not wearing much makeup, just concealer under the eye. So this is the UOMA Beauty Walk Concealer. This is the White Pearl shade in T2. I love this concealer for like natural looks because it's a concealer that has a little bit of luminosity to it, but it somehow sets as well. So it's just great for like wearing every day where you're not going to use any powder or anything. It's just, it has coverage. I would say it's a solid medium coverage. Oh, I love this. It's chef's kiss for this. It's such a lovely product. So what I'm going to do is apply a dot under the eye. A dot just under the eye, but on the outside to kind of help pull the eye. I'm gonna correct some places where unfortunately I have a bit of a bumpy skin right now. I'm gonna apply some there and also on my cheeks just to kind of tone down the redness. So just pressing the product, kind of keeping it wherever I need it to be. For spots, really kind of keep it on the same place because your finger is bigger than the spot anyway, so you don't need to go in circles, else you're gonna lose coverage. And then on the outside, I really keep it concentrated under the eye because I don't want to go above, else it's gonna look odd because I have discoloration there. And then start bringing it here to connect with whenever I will blend under the eye. And on the outside to pull the eye, following the shape of my lower lash line and just blending outside. So I don't know if you can see the difference. Like this eye is a bit pulled and this one is a bit more pulled down. That's thanks to the concealer that is highlighting. You want to use, I forgot to say, but you want to use a concealer that is about the same shade as your skin tone. Maybe slightly lighter, but really you don't want to go crazy highlighting because else it's going to be very obvious. So I like using my pinky finger because then I can reconcentrate it where my dark circles are. And just kind of press it here. And then you can bring it a little bit in the inner corner to kind of bring a bit more light to your eyes. And then connect it with the outside, but really you don't want to use much product because you don't want to bring too much product just in the center of the eye, because then it might pull it down actually. And also, if you have a bit too much product, you can kind of bring it on the bridge to, like, again, highlight the bridge, and then just blend everything with a bigger finger and pressing everywhere. So I just look like, it looks like my skin. You can still see my freckles, my bumpy skin and stuff, but it's just toned down everything. I just look a bit more awake. Now that we've done that, we're gonna work on bronzing. So I feel like bronzing is just gonna help sculpt the face, but also bring a bit of like tan and stuff. So what I'm gonna use is actually a contour stick. It's the, again, UOMA Beauty double take contour stick. The darker shades are a bit more bronzy, I think, but the lighter one, the white pearl one, I think it's a bit more of a contour depending on your skin tone. I find on other people it looks more contoury than it does on me. Anyway, very good product, really blends, very creamy. It's just a lovely, lovely contour stick. And what you can do is, I'm gonna use a brush. You don't need to use a brush. This is the e.l.f, what is it called again? Stippling brush or something? So if you were to use your finger, I would suggest using, like, one of your finger, take a bit some on your finger and then kind of blend it, because you will get a more blended look than you would if you just directly draw on your face. But with a brush, I'm just gonna take it directly on the brush like this, and then concentrate it wherever I would contour or bronze, which is, it's fairly easy for me. I just use wherever my beard is and just starts here and just kind of do that line here to sculpt the face. So I start on the outside and just kind of concentrate it here, and then start blending on the outside. And then I'm gonna do my forehead. I feel like my face looks more uniform if I apply some bronzer or contour here. I just start here on, like, where my temple is, and just kind of bring it here and down. I don't apply too much here. You could do it if you feel like you have a 5 head. I don't mind my forehead, so just working here. And what I like doing is take a bit more and go here, but just work above the outside of my eyebrows, and then kind of bring it here. What this does, it looks a bit like I have applied eyeshadow even though I didn't. It just kind of creates that, again, shape that pulls the eye, but in a very soft blended way. I already have discoloration on my eyes, so I don't need to apply product there, but also I don't like using cream products on the eyes. I only want to use an eye primer and powder, because else it creases on me. There you go. That's what it looks like. You can see on one side the difference between this side and this side. It just looks a bit more sculpted, but it still looks very natural in my opinion. Now I'm explaining very in detail each step, but if you're actually doing it, this takes like 5 minutes. I find what I quite like doing is, it's a bit optional, but it helps sculpt a little bit the nose. It's just applying some on the sides like this, but really not much, and go to the center. Because your nose is kind of pushed in the front, it's likely to be the first place to kind of bronze or get sunburn. So I quite like that look. Now we're gonna go into blush. I'm gonna use a liquid blush. Use a cream or liquid blush. They blend so well on the skin. They look so natural. It's just lovely to use. You could maybe use a powder brush, but they definitely be more, they don't blend as much. They don't look like they're coming as much from within as a liquid blush does, in my opinion. One that I absolutely fell in love with are the Flower Blush Bomb. They're my first liquid or cream blush I have, and they're very user-friendly, I find, in my opinion, because they sheer out. They're so juicy and dewy. So I use a dot, and you really want to build slowly. And I like using my fingers for this because I feel like it really shears it out and press it in. I'm gonna start applying where my cheekbones are, because I feel like it helps sculpting again. Just use a little bit, just kind of press it, bring it forward on the outside, and just create that line, kind of parallel to the bronzer we did earlier. And just kind of really shear it out and blend it like this. So it might seem like a lot, but then it's gonna shear down a bit eventually, And it already looks like, for me, it looks a bit like if I had an allergic reaction. What I really like doing is applying at the tip of the nose and just blend it up then. Because then it looks like, you know, it's a winter morning, you know, and it's very cold. And then I feel like it shaded out quite a bit, as you can see. So I'm just gonna apply a bit more where my cheekbones are, just to remind her she belongs here. And final step is gonna be a cream or liquid highlighter. I'm gonna use my UOMA Beauty contour stick. I'm mind blown. I discovered I started using cream products about like 2 to 3 months ago. I'm still mind blown by how good they are and how underrated cream products are. So I just take some on my finger, but then I just apply on my cheekbone and see. And what I like doing as well is applying some on the bridge of my nose, like a lot of people do, and also in my inner corner to kind of bring illumination there again. Let me just untie my hair and we can conclude. As a finishing step, if you got extra time or if you're willing to do it, you can use like a more hydrating skincare mist or something like a dewy saying mist, like the Dewy Set by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this. I just didn't because I feel like I have enough glow. Anyway, that more or less concludes this tutorial, or aka me explaining how to apply 4 products in about 30 minutes. Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed that video. I thought it was quite fun doing a bit of a shorter, more natural tutorial for once. Please make sure to give it a like if you enjoyed that video, or dislike it if you didn't. It helps me know what sort of content you enjoy. Please feel free to comment any question that you may have, or just have a wee talk. I love talking to you folks in the comments. And yeah, as usual, take care of yourself. Bye bye.